So then we get to level 4. Almost. Level 4. I keep skill feat and wizard feat. So we get 1 skill feat, 1 wizard feat. So we already know the skill feat, so we're just going to do that quickly. So we're taking, I think it's called magical crafting or whatever it's called. Pretty sure. Hold up. Where is it? Crafting. Magical crafting. Because now we have expert in crafting. So we will take magical crafting. I need to stop scrolling through this. God. So magical crafting. And then we get to look at the level 4 wizard feats, which is going to be interesting. So what do we have? Bespell weapon. Frequency once per turn. Your most recent action was to cast a non-cantrip spell. You siphon spell energy into 1 weapon you're wielding. Till the end of your turn, the weapon deals an additional 1d6 damage of a type, depending on the school of the spell you just cast. I don't like this personally. I'm not a no. That's not happening. That's not happening. I think this character is very much trying to stay as far away as possible and just having his minions attack. So I don't think you ever work with weapons with this character. So I don't think I'm ever going to use Bespell Weapon with this character. Linked Focus, prerequisites, Arcane Bond and Arcane School. Both of which I have. Right, because I'm just a wizard. Once per day, you have linked your bonded item to the wall of energy that powers your school spells. When you drain your bonded item to cast a spell for Arcane School, you also regain 1 focus point. Okay, so if you get back your spell slot, cast a conjuration spell, you get back a 2nd focus point to be able to use your augment spell again. That's kind of cool. You've learned how to cast many of your spells without speaking the words of power you would normally need to provide. If the next action you use is casting a spell that is a verbal component, at least 1 other component, remove the verbal. This makes the spell quieter and allows you to cast it in areas where sound can't carry. However, the spell still has visual manifestations. Okay, and when you use silent spell, you can use to get the benefits of this conceal. And you don't need to attempt a deception check because the spell has no verbal. This, honestly, I think is better. Like this, I mean, of course, it's better than conceal. It literally says you get the abilities of conceal and you don't get a verbal component. So, to be fair, how many spells have I taken that have a verbal component at the moment? Because I actually don't know. Does it say that in like the thingy up front? It doesn't. Like for example, an example that I'm thinking about is invisibility. It'd be pretty good for invisibility. Which material and somatic doesn't have a verbal component. Honestly, to be fair, still, like, the augment spell isn't that ridiculous. Like, the augment focus spell. What was it? Oh, what's it called? Augment. Why am I so fucking blind? I swear. I swear to God, I can't find. Oh, because I'm not looking at fucking wizard, that's why. Because the focus spells are also sorted by class. Good job. There you go. Augment summoning. Yeah, see, it doesn't increase. Like, it doesn't heighten at higher levels. So I don't think your focus spell is necessarily that good. And I think silent spell could be good for a couple of them. Like, I'm mostly thinking of cantrips right now, because of course you can't use this with any of your summoning spells, because they cost 3. So meta magic is not great on those, just in general. Then again, a second bonus to your creatures, where at this point you're also casting. Also at this point you're probably like trying to cast your summoning spells at higher levels, I would assume. So maybe it's not that bad to just have your summoning spell up if your creatures survive for a turn and just be able to focus it. Because you're going to be spending a lot of time on conjuration spells anyway. I think linked focus probably. I'm just, the one thing I'm just afraid of is like, you can cast alarm silently, but that doesn't matter. Like Burning Hands, I would assume also doesn't have a... Oh no, it does have a verbal component. Like, what's the value here? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get much value from Bespell Weapon in this on this character, and I don't think Silent Spell just does enough. So I think you just pick Linked Focus, and then worst case scenario, you use the Augment spell twice. How many actions did the Augment spell take? Out of sheer curiosity. 1. So technically what you can do is you can cast Ray of Frost and still cast the Augment if you have your creature. I don't know if you need to use actions for bonded creatures though. I don't know how summoned creatures work. I'm gonna look up summoned creatures, but I do think Linked Focus is like the correct choice here. And we also get to pick 2 new spells. So we will do that as well. What would you want here? Blur? Is Blur ever, like, what does Blur do in this game? Does it do anything good? Target forms, it becomes concealed. Target's location obvious, can't use this concealment to hide or sneak. Targets 1 creature. Not that big of a fan of it. It just makes you concealed, which I'm assuming, if I remember that correctly from Pathfinder 1, it just gives you a chance to miss, like you have to roll percentile dice or stuff. Do I have anything damaging at second? No. Do I need it? Really? I could take Hideous Laughter. I think Hideous Laughter could be good. There. It must attempt a will save. Critical success and okay, success, it can't take reactions. Target is slowed 1. Okay, it's just slowed. Yeah. Maybe just go to Dispel Magic, actually. Dispel Magic usually has a decent chunk of value to it. So yeah, you know what? Let's at least pick up Dispel Magic. And you know what? Sure, let's pick up False Life at this point. Because hit points. And then do I get more spell slots here? Yes, we get a third second level. So we can technically prep for first level ones because we can summon elemental ones, invisibility, dispel magic, false life. Although I'm pretty sure I probably just double prep summon elemental still. Pretty sure. Pretty sure you'd still do this. Because of the linked focus at this point. I think that's better. And then dispel magic can be like something to prep in case you know that you're gonna be running into like magical shit or whatever. It's just good to have it, I think. Alright, and then my hit points go up to 24. Yay. Alright. Then, finally, we get to the last level of this after I've gone to the bottom. And kept my cantrip level at 2 because it's cantrip level, never mind.